Janet's first marriage to James DeBarge ended in annulment. When she looks back on it, she says it's because she tried to fix someone she loved. The downside of being a caretaker.
No, it wasn't healthy. Granted, I meant well. And I was young. But it wasn't very healthy at all. And we had our stuff. And it's no secret. He's talked about it. He had an issue with drugs. And I very much so wanted to, and thought I could, and this is how naive, how young, thought I could change that for him. And I so badly wanted to. So badly wanted to. Because you could see that the goodness, the good soul, the good spirit, but then there's just this one, if I could just fix this one little thing over here, but not really knowing what it's really all about, once again, for him, what he was going through, what was really eating away at him, why he was doing certain things that he was doing at that time.
So her first marriage didn't work out so well. Neither did her second. Will she walk down the aisle again? And what about kids? Oh, yes. You know I had to ask that.
They say I'm very nurturing.
That's a good thing.
They say I should have kids because I'm very nurturing.
Do you want kids? Yeah.
Hopefully someday. God willing. Hopefully it'll happen. Honestly, if it's really meant to be, it will happen, and God will bless me with that.
Do you want to be married again? God willing?
It's really up to God. It's really
talking about boys.
Because I can hear my friends in my ear, which I'm not gonna. But it really is, and who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I never felt. There came a point in my life where I said, okay, maybe this isn't for me, and I don't need a piece of paper to validate the relationship that I'm in, my love for that person. But there's also something to be said. I don't know, that bond, that closeness that you feel that can't be penetrated by anyone, anything. But I don't know. It's in God's hands. It really is.
You close to someone now? Can you tell me anything about him? Something, a little something?
He's very, very sweet. How's that?
That's good.
He's a very private man, so I don't really speak about him, but he's very, very sweet.
Coming up, what made fans gasp at a recent concert, and the footage she just cannot bring herself to watch.
And a day doesn't go by where I don't think about him. Not one single day.
Janet talks about losing her brother and what she's doing now to heal. Next on Janet Jackson, the HLN interview. Moving on after Michael's death.
And a day doesn't go by where I don't think about him. Not one single day.
You said in the book that you have not been able to watch. This is it.
No, I haven't. I still haven't.
Do you think you will be able to? Do you think at some point you'll want to? Welcome back. I'm Rochelle Carey. Janet and I, of course, talked about one of the people she was closest to, her brother, Michael. The bond between them was strong from the start.
And there were certain things that I would talk to Mike about, and he'd teach me about. And certain questions that I would have, and he'd give me answers to. But then there were other things that I just wouldn't speak about.
To anybody?
To anyone.
You said also that he gave you advice on how to take control of your life and your path and where you wanted to go. I'm an only child, so explain that. Talk to me about how siblings can help each other.
I remember he and I were in his car. We had just gone to
the Rolls Royce?
Yes. Yes. We had just gone to, we were young. And that was his first car. And I was only, what, maybe 13, 14? We had just gone to this restaurant at the time called Love's. And bought a ton of dinners. and driving around looking for homeless people to give the dinners to. And we would have talks. We would do this all the time. And we'd have like serious talks, and he would teach me about getting older. And that was the thing in our family. And when you mentioned the roles, was one of the things was when we turn 18, you have to buy your own car. You pay for your own school tuition, and you buy your own car. So I was already paying for my own school tuition. So it was about, okay, having to buy my own car. Okay. So he said, you know, you're going to want a car when you turn 18. You're going to want to learn how to drive. And you have to start preparing for this and saving up and this and that. And we'd have talks like that, which was very, very, very sweet. They've always stayed with me. Those heart-to-heart talks. Or another one that I actually mentioned in the book was talking about when the world would end. He would talk to me about that.
What did he think?
Someday, he said, the world is going to come to an end. And I thought, well, what's the point of living? Why should I want to be an actress? Why should I want to go on with my life? And he said, well, no one says it's going to happen tomorrow. You know? At some point, it's going to happen. You keep moving forward. You keep reaching your goals and living your life. And we would have a lot of talks, a lot of heart-to-heart talks.
You said in the book that you have not been able to watch This Is It.
No, I haven't. I still haven't.
Do you think you will be able to? Do you think at some point you'll want to?
Since I've written the book, I have been able to listen to his music. I have been able to watch his videos. And I took a night out and did that and got through that. I needed that. But I can't, not yet. This is it. I can't see that just yet. But someday I know I will be able to. And it wasn't healthy not to. A year had passed and I still hadn't. Just to hear his voice. And a day doesn't go by where I don't think about him. Not one single day.
Do the memories sometimes make you smile, though? Or are you not there yet?
Yes, which is important.
Okay.
No, that I'm there. I'm finally
Okay.
there. Yeah, they do make me smile, for sure.
Okay.
And how silly. He was so silly. So silly. Very beautiful.
I was there at the Essence show, that moment when the pictures come up of the two of you. And I mean, people in the audience literally gasped. I mean, they felt it. They felt it like I can't even explain.
I'm glad.
I was going to ask, why was it important to you to put that in there? And how difficult is it for you at that moment in the show? I'm okay with it now. Then it was pretty tough, and I did feel the energy from the people. Those are the times, the moments that I love, that we shared the most. So I shared a couple of photographs from home with the world. Yeah.
And they probably didn't see it coming either. They probably didn't expect it.
It was like, oh my gosh, look at that. I mean, first of all, I'll just tell you as an audience member, people are captivated by how cute the pictures are when you all are little. They're just cute. And then I think that that moment is when people realize they are people. They are brother and sister. Do you know
Family,
what I mean?
Human.
Yeah. I
Human
think
beings.
that's what, and I think that that's where some of the audible gasps come from, is it kind of hits people all at once, that it's just someone's family.
My brother.
Yeah.
Janet shares more on her brother in a few minutes. But what about the rest of the family? The last time the world saw them all together was at Michael's funeral. I asked Janet if she'd ever tour with her brothers.
I don't know. I really, really do not know. There was a moment when we all talked about it, when Mike was still here. And we all talked about doing something together.
So you never know. Is that another one of your God willing, maybe? Whatever.
I don't know.
That's okay.
I really don't know.
Okay.
And that's the honest truth.
I believe you. Well, let's talk about your tour right now.
My tour.
What do you want the audience to get this time?
I hope they just enjoy themselves. You know, we've worked really hard and long hours, and they've spent their hard-earned money, especially with the way the economy is today. And I hope they can forget their troubles and worries, if any, and just enjoy themselves. And I hope they enjoy it and just have a good time and forget about all the drama in their lives, if any, and just have a really, really good time. We're so excited.
Explain for people who don't know how you picked your tour dates, your tour locations. Explain that.
The fans, I allowed the fans to go to my site, to janetjackson.com, and to let me know if they wanted me to come to their city, to vote for me to come to their city. Oh my gosh. It's been crazy. It really has. And I wanted it to be something a lot more intimate. I did a private show in New York, and that's when I said, at Radio City, and I said, oh, I'm liking this. This feels really cool. This is really different. I hadn't done that. And in Europe, I spent a lot of time last year in Europe, and kids would camp out wherever I was staying, and I said, when are you going to tour? When are you going to come to Europe and tour? And it's been over 12 years since I've toured in Europe.
Wow.
And after doing that show, that private show, I said, this is it. This is what, this is how I want to do it. This is how I want to go about it. And the response has been incredible from the kids. This is just the beginning. And I think it's going to run me a good minute. Because it's so funny. We're at rehearsals, and the kids, the dancers, one of them walks over with the pager. The kids are tweeting, and they're showing. And all I see is, please come to Brazil. Please come to Brazil. Please come to Brazil. Please come to Brazil. So, yeah, we'll see.
No doubt, Janet knows how to rock the stage, but did you know she always thought she'd spend her life doing something else? Plus, coping with the nonstop press about her brother.
It hurts me to read or see. Yeah, it can hurt.
Next on Janet Jackson, the HLN interview.